Hello, everyone, and welcome to my live show. And I hope you're all doing well. So this is a asking me Q's and A's. Okay, so let me just get the lighting right. That's better. So this is Q's and A's. Hope I've got a decent picture. It just looks so fuzzy, but I hope it's okay. So hi there, everyone. Q's and A's. So while we're waiting for people to arrive here, I thought that I would actually do a daily reading for all of us. Okay, which I don't know how this will come out. This daily reading, I don't know. It's not scripted. It's live. Okay, so let's have a look here. Just gonna choose a deck of cards. And better off putting those over there on the radiator. Yeah, it's not a lot of space here. So let's have a look at the daily. Hi, Debbie said. Hi, great to see you too. I hope you're well. Hi there. Do you know what I was just thinking today? I felt over the last 10 years. It just feels, where has that last 10 years gone? And I just feel that it's feel I've wasted. I don't know about you guys. I feel like I've wasted a lot of time in the last 10 years. I don't know why. Or maybe it's a spiritual thing that's saying, hey, you're kind of, put a scarf on too. Somebody said they like my scarf. So it's like, maybe it's a spiritual thing that why did you waste your time? What was you doing? All that kind of thing. Hi everyone. So yeah, I hope that you're enjoying the videos. I've just been on a roll recently and I intend to keep that up for you guys. Okay. Yeah, so lots of things going on, and well, spiritually, what I'm picking up, it's just behind the scenes of what I'm picking up. But if anybody is wondering how I'm feeling, I had a bit of I had side effects from that vaccine, but I'm okay. I feel a lot better. The only thing is, the week before that, or 2 weeks before that, I was planning to go on a health regime, and that kind of put that back because I just had to look after myself. I didn't expect that. I've still got a runny nose now, actually. I've still got a runny nose now, and now these I don't want to put people off that vaccine because I think it's the only thing we've got to help us against this pandemic. So, but I don't know. I think I don't feel it's. I feel this virus is nasty. It must be nasty if it does that in a vaccine. Yeah. So, anyways, so I am feeling a little bit better. Just a bit of a runny nose, and it's freezing here too in the UK. It's absolutely freezing. It's gone back to winter. It's April, for God's sake. It's April, and it's gone back to winter. Hi everyone, lovely to see you. So lovely, Debbie said, Lady of the Lake, and everyone. So yeah, let me put. I can't see your comments. I have to put these stupid glasses on. I could not handle the job. It's crazy. Yeah. It's I didn't expect it to get. I have the flu jab every year without question, and I never. I'm so robust that it just like I'm fine. I bounce back to normal, and maybe get a sniffly nose, but nothing like having to lie down for a week and still feeling a little bit sniffly after that. Okay. I find it a bit strange. But now, coming this week, I'm starting my health regime again. If you're on Patreon, so I will be uploading a video on that. That's kind of been put back because of how I felt. Okay, um, and so yeah, I'm going to do that on Patreon. The health regime. Let's get back on with that, because I feel a very positivity with the health regime, and I want to keep that up, even to the point of I'm just drinking smoothies now. This one's a berry smoothie, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm hooked on this one. It's strawberries and cherries, I think. So I'm kind of trying to keep healthy. Oh, you've got they're in bed 2 weeks over there in the US. Wow. Well, I was kind of like that for a week, and I was dragging myself off the sofa because I was thinking, come on, I've only had a flu vaccine. It's not anything major. And I really did. I had shooting pains down my legs. I had tingling in my finger, and they said if you get anything like that, you should report it. But I've seemed to be okay. Maybe I should have reported it. Now I've got phlegm and all that craziness going on. My ears are popping. I guess this is the second week now, and it's still there. It's still there, the after effects. So yeah, so not too pleased about that. Let's get along with the daily read, okay? Because apart from this vaccine, I'd have been okay. I was on a road to kind of success. There is something at the back of my mind with this COVID that I need to share, but I'm going to share that like a premonition. I'm going to share that on Patreon, okay? Because I don't want to share it be some kind of scaremonger. Okay, so yeah, so let's take that one to Patreon. So let's have a look at the daily reads, and it's asked me anything. Okay, yeah, without proper testing. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Heidi. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 25 watching, and we've got about 3 people on the chat. Come on, guys, get yourself on the chat. And unless you're just spying like a naughty little boy or a naughty little girl, then you do your creepy thing. Okay. So let's have a look at the daily read. Daily reads, energies for the daily reads. Energies for the daily reads. Well, I don't know about you guys. I need a haircut, and that'd be nice to have a haircut. Okay, so hi there, Flame Lissa. Hi, welcome. And get yourself. Come on, don't sit there watching it on the big screen like some weirdo. Come on, get yourself in the chat. Okay. So the daily read is don't like this. The sun, but there is no sun at the moment. The sun's shining, but it's in reverse. Okay, I didn't want to start the daily read like this. Why do we? Well, there is this. I don't want to be depressing. I don't want to be miserable, but I have to say it as it is. It's like there does seem to be some kind of disappointment. I mean, what could we be disappointed about? Maybe the whole thing, what's going on in the world. We've got riots in Ireland. I know they're a bit rough, and so this I feel this a general kind of disappointment all round. Yeah, I mean, we can't. It's an elephant in the room, and the world's gone a bit mad. Yeah, exactly. The salons. I've actually put my hair up because I need it cutting, and so the general feeling is that, and I don't want to bring that. The world's gone mad. Absolutely, Debbie. And I feel that's what I'm picking up. What else can I pick up when the world's gone a bit mad at the moment? So we're a bit. I feel secretly behind closed doors, we're all feeling a bit. Hmm, uh, I'm a bit fed up with the way things are, but sorry about moving the camera. I'm a bit fed up of the way things are, but what can we do? What can we do? So I picked that up. I feel like that, but that's like what's happening in this world, trying to, yeah, a lot of us here, it's time to reflect. It's time to reflect. We've got too much bloody time to reflect, haven't we? Hi there, Andrea from Canada. Hi there. Yeah, just don't sit there on you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, just watching and not joining in the chat there. Come on, away here. Get yourself on the chat. So I get this like exploring our feelings with the strength card in reverse, and yeah, do you know what? I think I'm just going to stop this daily read because it's like, yeah, warrior. It's time to be a warrior and try to blast through this. Okay. I do pick up on more riots, and we're looking at the TV and think, oh my goodness, what's happening, and um, as I said, I'm trying to be positive, but it's just the way it is at the moment. I feel it's difficult to bring. Okay, yeah. These cards that are coming through, that's not very positive, I'm afraid. It's not just the fact of the world has gone mad. It's kind of making our families a bit crazy, and kind of having, attacking each other in that way. You may find that I'm not really getting on with this person in the family. I'm not really, but I feel it's like you go to ring them or visit, and it's like, am I not welcome here? Or that kind of energy, and it's like an energy of, it's like deflection, isn't it? It's like deflection. You have the strength to come on, let's just get along with our lives, and I'm calling you, or I'm popping by just to say hello, and what you get is this energy of, why are you here? And it's like, you pick this energy up, and it's kind of passive aggression, and we even may find this with our families, okay, that there's this passive aggression, and it's making us feel very tense. It's like, oh, come on, let's try to, you see, some of us people are more kind of stronger than others, in our families, and we may be the one that puts ourselves out there to make things more normalized, and yet we get this kind of passive aggression back. And so I get this is just projection, it's anger, and it's aimed at you, but I feel it's you're not going to, the thing is, you're not going to visit those family members if they're going to do that. It's time to try to get together, surely. But they're thinking, no, it's not. We don't want to get, it's passive aggressive. They see you getting through this a lot stronger than what they are. And I do get this with the daily read. So it feels like everybody's gone a bit crazy. Hi there, Flamingo from Australia. What time is it there? Oh, bless. You guys from Australia, I keep trying to get to you the right time. So thank you for coming from Australia. Wow. I find that amazing. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you. The lovely community there. People feel insecure. Absolutely. Lady of the Lake. Yes, you've put your finger on it. I feel people are just feeling insecure with everything, their jobs, what's going to happen for their children's jobs, what's going to happen. It's like 1 minute we're hijinks and we're happy, and then there's somebody comes in and it's like, why are you happy? There's nothing to be happy about, kind of thing. So there is this insecurity. I feel, yeah, I'm not one for being insecure, because a lot of my adult life I've had to survive alone, and so I'm kind of used to feeling like this. So I get, but there is a lot of insecurity around. Triggering race issues and all this kind of thing, and there's gaslighting everywhere. Absolutely, I can't abide gaslighting. I can't. It's like you will be in mid-flow of a conversation, and you'll be talking like me talking now about the insecurities of the world, and socially, and all this kind of thing, and you get in mid-flow and you get a gaslighting comment like, well, don't you think it's just you? Don't you think this is your issue? Not, aren't you just talking about yourself here? That kind of thing. I don't get that. When you're trying to be giving and kind of sharing and having a discussion, and all of a sudden you get bomb, bang, you get this gaslighting comment. Well, isn't this about you? Aren't you talking about you? And it's toxic, isn't it? It's toxic. It like comes around to you and you think, where did that come from? Hang on a minute. Whoa, where did that come from? Yeah, I can recognize gaslighting a mile away now. When I was in my teenage years, or if I was even in my 20s and 30s, I didn't really understand about gaslighting. But I do now. I realize they try to prevent you from having free kind of thought, and free. They see it as like, how dare you have a mind of your own? How dare you have an opinion? How dare you? And come on, it's people should be able to have opinions, and anybody who feels that's wrong, um, and actually kind of, you've got an opinion. You've got a thought of your own. You've got an opinion. We need to block that, okay? We need to block that and actually divert it back to you. Diving in here, and I'm going to say gaslighting kind of comment. Isn't this just you, though, just thinking this? Let's have a look. Let me, for instance, I'm going to do, for instance here, say if somebody makes a comment, and I'm not being rude here, okay? And let's pick a comment here, and I'll do a bit of gaslighting. Okay, Heidi, unfortunately, it takes something bad has to happen for people to come together. Well, isn't that something, Heidi, that's bad in your life? And you're just kind of blaming everybody else? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. You know, that's not me answering your question. That's me just showing you the gaslighting. People just don't want to take responsibility for their own lives, you know, and you're taking responsibility, and people just don't want to hear about truths and realism and the way things are, you know. Um, and you can say something like, oh wow, you know, there's so much domestic violence since we had lockdown, and there's so many incidences of women being shot, and I'm sorry for being negative, but you know, it's like that. And there's so much domestic violence, and you'll get a gaslighter say, well, maybe it was something that they did. Maybe they didn't cope with, um, you know, didn't cope with the situation domestically, and they could not encourage everybody else to cope. So, you know, who is to blame there? That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. Okay. So yeah, people who just do not want to look at reality. I don't. Oh, don't give me reality. Just leave it there, thank you, at the door, kind of thing. Hi, let's have a look here. Marianne Hopkins, community spirit has dwindled over the. This is why I created this channel, to bring the old-fashioned community spirit. You know, where you used to do pen pal writing, and you used to go to the corner shop and you'd have a little chat, and you know, you'd sort out the world in a little chat over the counter at the shop. And so this is what I'm trying to bring back here, is this community that we all crave for. We all crave for this community that doesn't exist anymore. And look at all coming here to be with a community. Isn't that lovely? It really makes my day. It really does. And I love you too. I love you. And that's what a community is. You feel like, oh, do you know, I'm just going to go down to the community, I don't know, the community, whatever, the community hall, to meet the neighbours, and to sort out and just get together and have coffee and a cake, and or the pub, even, or the pub. And you go down there, and I want to recreate that here, so you feel like you're coming somewhere where you feel that there's that lovely community, that old-fashioned community, and you know, you can say what you feel, and we're all going to add to. I was thinking about this the other day. I remember, even when I was about 9, and I'd walk miles and miles in the countryside. Back then, I'm sure it used to be a lot safer, um, and there was no, you know, there was none of this nonsense of, you can't do this, and you can't say this, and you can't say that. And you know, somebody said to me, well, I had a talk the other day, and I was talking about, I don't know if you're from the UK, we used to have, and I'm not being racist here, because I never had a racist bone in my body, okay, but we used to have toys, little gollywog toys, with curly hair, and I used to love my gollywog toy. I never ever thought that that was racist. I never thought that I was being nasty to anyone. And we used to have, I used to have, I don't know whether my parents did this deliberately, but I used to have, and I don't know whether to say black or brown dolls, but I had multicultural dolls. I had white dolls, I had a brown doll with curly hair, and I used to love brushing the curly hair of the brown doll, and and seeing the differences. I never thought that was racist, and and all those times gone by where what's that? I've been watching the Yorkshire Farm. Oh yeah, it is heartwarming. It is. Yeah. So I don't know what's happened. It's and even the younger generation don't get it, do they? You talk, it's like you came from a different planet. I know, it's like, oh, you're just being open and transparent, and they don't know why you're being open and transparent. And there's this like mistrust that why are you being like that? Why are you being open and transparent like this? I don't get it. I don't get, what do you want from me? And you kind of, you think, well, just like a conversation, and yeah, the younger generation, it's like they look at you gone out like, a human conversation, really? What's that? How do I do that? So what's that? I remember I had a little charity brooch pin I wore to school when I was about 4 years old. Oh, uh, it's an old joke that of a gollywog. Yeah, we used to save up, didn't you, to get the little badges from the jam. We used to have jam and Chivers jam, and we used to save up I don't know what we saved up, but we got, when we sent it off, we got little gollywog brooches, and I used to love those. I didn't see that as racist. Is that racist? I would say that's not racist. I feel that would be embracing. Wearing a brooch, a little gollywog brooch, would be embracing, wouldn't it? Colours, different colours and cultures. I would have thought. Um, yeah, I had a black doll. I had a gollywog. I absolutely loved those toys. I loved brushing the hair, and of the little doll, the curly hair, and it's like, I wish I had curly hair, because I've got straight hair, because it was opposite to my hair. I found it fascinating. I think it's very innocent when we look back at those years. I really do. Yeah, I remember having little toy rollers, and I'd put rollers, the rollers you put into the hair of the dolls. Yeah, I mean, I feel guilty just saying gollywog. Yeah, I loved my toy gollywog. It's a shame, isn't it, really? It's a shame it's got like this. It's gone to nonsense. It really has. Um, and I know I wasn't brought up. I was brought up in a working class uh, town. My father was worked in the steelworks. My brother followed him in the steelworks, and it was very working industrial town that I was brought up years ago. All you could smell is like smoke from the foundries, that horrible kind of foundry smoke. It must have been terrible for the climate, but you could smell this foundry smell. That smell just takes me right back to my childhood, that smoke that I used to smell every day. And we used to get little black dust as well from the foundries on the cars and the windows, stuff like that. So it was, you know, I played on the streets. We played hopscotch, and you know, we played with the balls on the walls and stuff like that. All very kind of. I wasn't from a posh background, believe me, not at all. But I don't feel that. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel our family. I don't know about your family may have been different, but how our parents back in the day were didn't really know how to parent. I don't think it was their fault. I don't think it was their fault. I feel there was like this ignorance around psychology. Um, you know, you'd be called it, you know, that's the only thing you would say, don't be so daft, you know. And you know, you're spoilt and things like that, when really you was just asking for an ice cream. um, so yeah, things were so much different back then. Well, I'm talking my childhood years. So let's have a look here. Yeah, they didn't know how to be parents, and you kind of think, well, you know, um, they come across as, you know, that they came across as like a bit narcissistic and um, not really understanding about your emotional side of you know, the development and all that kind of thing. But they probably didn't even know, you know, it didn't even, they didn't have a clue of how to bring kids up back then. I don't want to talk about that here anyway. I possibly will over on Patreon, but not here. Um, what's that? Hi, Debbie. People would ask me if I had black in my family. Would say I don't know. Maybe in the past I never felt offended. Offended? No, no, not at all. No, I didn't. I had a black friend where I lived. We had a lot of Pakistanis coming over, Chinese, opening Chinese takeaway shops, and we had my dad. I think a lot of Jamaicans came over. I worked at the steelworks and went into nursing. And I remember my dad back then saying, and he worked with a lot of you know, black guys at work that came over, and he said to me, you know, just because they've got a different colour skin um, doesn't make them any different from us. And you know, just had that innocent kind of upbringing, you know, doesn't make them any different from us just because of their colour skin. Um, and I think that what an amazing, even if it was shallow, even if it was, you know, uneducated, really. That's how we used to think back then. People were just people, you know. So yeah. So there we go. You're Scottish and Jewish, Debbie said. Uh, Asian, European, yeah. Okay, so the Daily Read didn't go down too well, did it? Because of what's happening in the world. And there's a lack of community. You go outside your damn house and you can't find somebody just to have a chat to, because, you know, they're all miserable, they're sticking indoors, and there's you know, they just don't want to share. And you think, well, okay, well, I think what I'll do tonight is I will actually do a live show so we can come to our community here. So any questions, guys? Any questions? This is a lovely chat, by the way. It's a lovely community chat. Loving it. Love it. And we can just chat. That's fine. Okay. Um, so any topics that you want to talk about? Anything that we've already talked about back in the day, witches and cultures, and all that kind of thing. Let's see if we can actually get some other topics going for this show. Yeah, I was brought up. Yeah, I get called racist now. Oh, that's racist. What you said about the black doll would be racist, and you're kind of thinking, where have I got a racism bone in my body? I was brought up to uh, see people as all the same, and I worked in an environment where I was the only white girl on the shift, and I was brought up in a working class background. Where was that ever racist? I don't get that. I didn't get that. Okay. Now, what I feel we've got here as a community, we've got the salt of the earth here with the people here. So if you're just watching this, come and join our community, okay? Even if it's just here. And because these people here are the salt of the earth. And we feel like we're sisters. I've met some of you guys on Patreon, but I'd love to meet more of you over there if you want to come and join us. So let's have a look. What some questions here? Do you think we will have a summer? Lol. Debbie Bonning, where are you, Debbie? Because it's too bloody cold, isn't it? I think if the sun, I could cope with this lockdown and this limited kind of freedom if the sun was shining. We had snow yesterday. Here. Beer gardens, yeah, sitting outside. Do you know what? Sitting outside, having a burger, having a beer, that would be lovely. Heidi. Oh, you know that I like my cups of tea. Thank you, Heidi, for the cup of tea. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for the cup of tea. That's so sweet. So, oh, blessed. Oh, you're from Canvey Island. Okay. Do I feel we're going to get a summer? In what respect? In terms of being able to go out and mingle and big groups of people, everybody walking around, sitting on beaches and things like that. Well, I said that I was going to take some of this over to Patreon, which I will, but there's this huge fear at the moment. And I feel I can feel it too. There's a huge fear with government leaders. They're so fearful that they're hoping that these vaccines are going to eradicate this COVID. And I don't want to put the fear into people, but I want you to be aware, okay, and of what to expect. So I will take this to Patreon, I think, but I feel all I'm going to say here is that the governments are fearful that the vaccines are not going to eradicate this new strain, the new strains that are coming up. We're all wondering why have I got a cold? Why is my nose sniffly? Why do I feel crap all the time? Why can't I shake this off? We're all kind of worried sick about this. But I bet the governments are really worried because as I said on Patreon, this was, I said it was manufactured and I'm going to take the rest over to Patreon, guys. I don't want to talk about it here. I'll get shut down. Okay. I'll get shut down if I talk about it here. I don't want to talk about it here. Will we have a summer? What with the government frightened to death that actually did we get it right about this vaccine? What if? What if? Okay. What if? I think we're all feeling this. Look, it's not just me just saying, having the guts to say that I feel this fear around this. I've got this cough. I can't get rid of this cough. I've found that I'm getting things like achy joints all over. I've never had those. I never used to get that kind of thing before. You want warm weather, okay. Let me see. Now, I get erratic. This is another thing too, the climate change. The climate change. Is somebody going to dabble with that next? Is somebody going to dabble with the climate change? Yeah, these glasses, these shaped glasses that look like Harry Potter kind of type glasses, they are a little bit fashionable here in the UK. So I couldn't stop myself to get some little Harry Potter glasses. Okay. Yeah, I feel what they're going to do now, mess with the climate change. Is that the next thing? Because we've got what's happening with our world. Who's dabbling with what's going on here? Because we've got freezing winter weather in April. So who's pressing the switch on and off with the climate change? Has somebody got so much power that they can do that too? Yeah, it's like, and then we get Bill Gates, don't we, going on about, do you see anything else that's going to, you predicted the pandemic. Is there anything else that you could predict here that's going to affect our planet? And he said, yes, climate change. And that we get this weird kind of weather. We get weird climate change as well as these not occasional pandemics. I feel we're going to get more of these pandemics. They're not going to go away. Something's not right here. And I feel that's what we have to brace ourselves for, because the whole world is thinking, and I feel it's propaganda, that if we inject everybody with this vaccine, it's just going to go away. And that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, why is it the UK have got one of the highest death rates? Why are we being targeted? We're quite a powerful country, is the UK. Why is it that we have one of the highest death rates? And why is it now we've got this weird weather? Yeah, and I don't want to be depressing. I just want us to live the best lives that we can. A lot of us have not got long, have we? 10, 20 years. 10, 20 years just goes by like that, doesn't it? So we have to just live the best lives we can live. And I feel that's whether it's like entertaining yourself, creating these lovely communities like this, and just kind of just creating things like I am here. Also sat here, I'm creating this. It's for us to have an alternative way to socialize and get together. And I always pray that we'll actually meet in person one day, okay, which will be lovely, which would be lovely. So are we going to have a summer? I just get, I know you didn't ask about politics, but that politics is whether we actually are allowed to go outside and enjoy ourselves. Um, I do get the politicians are going to be wary. I mean, why is this next these variants are springing up all over the place? Um, so why is that? Why is that? Why are we not allowed to move around the world freely? Why is that? Because they don't want the damn thing coming into our countries. That's why. Um, and other variants. Where are they coming from? Um, what's that? You had a bad dream even before the pandemic. I remember it on and off. Yeah, because that's a premonition. A lot. If people died of something and there were a lot of empty homes. Wow. Wow. I actually thought of that today and I didn't want to be too depressing. I'm trying to uplift us. But I had this thought that that we're going to be battling this and it's going to be part of our lives. Um, and it's going to be like hit and miss with the vaccines. And it's going to cause a huge depression with the economies and things like that. Um, also, Biden was on today, the TV, wasn't he, talking about gun control. Well, one of the things that I picked up with that was that people are going to go nuts with this lack of freedom. And if they've got guns, these guns that they can go out and shoot everybody with, um, uh, because they're anticipating that this is going to move into riots and because people are going to protest against being locked in. So goodness, my poor mum, everyone, I mentioned I have a cough or cold. She's automatically, no, I have COVID, get tested. Negative. Yes, it's a cold flu, and they are still around, just not being noted. Yeah, I've got a runny nose, constant runny nose. I don't feel it's. I hope. Do I need to get tested? I've just had the vaccine. I don't. Do I need? I don't need to get tested, surely. Yeah, I feel there is this anticipating problems here in the future. Um, Libra should be a part of that thumbnail too. Well, I put the royal family just to for the thumbnail, but what I will do is I can change the thumbnail to something else. Okay. Yeah, I can put it to like a community chat or something. I could change it to that. Are they planning another lockdown? Gratitude. Where are you? What's that? I had a premonition of empty streets and cities with tumbleweeds blowing. Wow. Yeah, I had. It sounds all doom and gloom, but we're just sharing, aren't we? I had a premonition that I was driving down this motorway. Well, it wasn't a motorway, just like suddenly there was like about 15 cop cars and ambulances, like some kind of thing going off, like something bad happened. And all I could see was flashing blue lights. Flashing blue lights. In fact, there was so much flashing blue lights. You know, when you leave the situation and you can still see the like them in your eyes. Um, I I got that. I don't know what that is. Um, something 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 major. I feel lots of blue lights. Oh, we're going into another lockdown. Where are you? Oh, you're in Florida. Um, I haven't seen that film. What's that film? COVID-21. Strobe lights. Yeah, you know, like the strobe lights where you're left with all those, uh, you know, you can still see it after you've seen it. The blue lights was that bright. That's what my premonition was. And yeah. Yeah, so what's that? This is Sally. Hi, Sally. You changed your name. Why did you change your name? Did you get blocked? I didn't block you. Um, it takes between 10 to 14 days for the antibodies to kick in. Okay. Yeah, let's pray for good. Let's pray for the good things here. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you. And thank you for coming. Um, please put your thumbs up too, because if you sat there watching the TV and watching me on the big screen, you know, get your phone out and just put that thumbs up, because you know that encourages me to do these videos for you guys. Okay. The other thing that I found is that since lockdown, I have put on about, which I am embarrassed about really, I've put on about two stone, and that's something I'm working on from today. Uh, and But I felt very tired with, you know, with this COVID thing, and that's another thing, is that people, if they're stuck indoors, they're going to eat more and they're going to drink more, and that could be a problem. So it's like trying to get yourself in, and just one walk a day is not enough. Some people used to go to the gym, you know, go to the gym and go swimming to actually keep the weight down. I mean, going for a walk once a day is not enough. It's you know, I've been exhausted too, Debbie said, absolutely exhausted, and I don't know why. But I feel that the fitness, people to keep really fit and trim, and they'd go swimming, they'd go to the gym, but just to go for one walk around the block to keep fit is not enough, I don't feel. And I feel that's why I've put this weight on, and I don't like it. So today I've made a conscious effort to start this regime. Okay, very important that we do this, even if we do feel crap. You know, if we do feel tired and exhausted, we need to get out of this funk and try to look after ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, it's gone on too long. It's gone on too long, and you know, it's gone on too long. Anyone's bound to put on 2 stone. It's been going on now for over a year, and you know, it's bound to, you're bound to stack on the pounds. Um, oh bless, you're a homebod. Um, Well, I used to like jumping on the train to London and things like that, and just getting out and about and seeing some life. I must admit, I like to see some life myself. I don't mind staying indoors, but it seems to seems to get a bit claustrophobic for me. I have to go and see some life, go get on an aeroplane, go and visit other countries and that kind of thing. Hi everyone, Leo. Okay, okay, so we could a Gemini. I'm Sagittarius, as you know. Oh bless. Do I miss my traveling? Are you kidding me? Of course I do. You know, I've got family over in Ireland, and I can't go there, and I've got, you know, friends abroad, and I can't go there, and I really miss it. I really miss it. I can't wait. If I could step on an aeroplane tomorrow, I would go. I just, it's one of my hobbies is travel and seeing new places and all that. Makes me feel alive. I Without that, you know, it's like taking away your passion in life, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, bless. Okay, guys. So we've been on here 1 hour now, and I would call this a community chat. Okay. Thank you for your cup of tea earlier. That was lovely. And what's it like in Ireland? It's cold. Not all the time, but it is every time I go, it seems to rain a lot. But yeah, they've got their problems there, I think, with the COVID. Although we're getting sorted out in the UK, I think Ireland, their levels are actually going up. So yeah, so I'm going to call it a night now. Thank you so much for coming to the live chat. And oh, what's that? Let me just read that comment. Looks like a juicy one. It's been incredibly hard for me. My husband of 34 years died a day before the lockdown, and I got back home from the hospital 5 hours away, 15 minutes before it started. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, we're moaning about this, and some people have it extreme. I'm glad you're here. I hope this is helping you, this community. Oh, bless. Oh, that's hard. It's hard enough without tragedy. But all those people that have lost people too with the COVID and having to do all this lockdown thing. I'm so sorry. It's been a hard year for you, Red State. Hopefully things will improve. And that kind of slows down your grieving process. It does. Yeah, I love the memory lane. Me too. I love talking about these memories back in the day, and it's just nice to remember those times, you know, where it's a lot more carefree and that kind, a lot more more simple life. It seems very complicated now. So thank you everyone, and have an absolutely brilliant evening wherever you are. And I will continue with some readings on Patreon. We need to get healthy. We need to start to lose this fat, because this just makes you ill. You know, getting fat, putting these pounds on, makes you feel even more tired, and it's time to, even if we are still stuck, we need to concentrate on our health, okay, and get back that there's no excuse now. It's like, come on, you know, although we're stuck in this, let's move and make our lives improve, just one day at a time, and big hugs to everyone here, and lots of love, lots of support, and And let's look on the bright side, and let's move forward. Okay. I'm asking you to come over to Patreon, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But it's there if you want to join the community. Lots of readings on there, and also I go a little bit on more on cut there too. So come over, and we do Zoom chats over there. And also, I'm going to do this health regime. I'm going to start it again tomorrow. So please join us. Um, and I will see you soon. Okay, I'll try to come on live again soon. Thank you for the community chat. It's been absolutely fantastic. And what lovely people we've got here. Okay. Thank you and bye for now. Bye bye. Love all of you. Bye bye.